I'm Amber Davies and welcome to Call to Stage. This is the space where musical theatre takes centre stage. From unforgettable backstage stories with incredible special guests to insights from my life and my theatre journey. We're leaving it all on the mic every single week, so let's jump in. Hi guys, welcome back to Call to Stage with me, Amber Davies. I have a goddess sitting next to me. Guys, I'm just going to say you should probably watch this on YouTube because this woman is a dream to look at. Look at you. You're a vision.
You're a dream.
It's the sensational Victoria Hamilton-Barritt.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Look
it's
at
lovely
you.
to be here.
Look at you.
Look at you. I've just said over the last 5 minutes. Look at you.
No,
You're a beauty.
No, I'm a sweaty mess.
You're gorgeous as always.
Oh, well, have we got a lot to unpack? Because the last time I saw you, we were doing 9.
We were.
The concert.
We were doing 9.
The musical in concert.
In concert at the Lowry.
Whirlwind.
Wasn't that a dream?
That was a dream.
It was like the most amazing. I'm going to say it was a week.
It was a week.
It was 1 week. We learnt an entire production in a week and performed it.
And it was so weird. Like, I feel like we instantly just got on.
We did.
We're like, our energy was like, yeah, I like her.
We came in frantic with one another. I was like, hey. You were like, hey.
Hey.
We're like, what you doing? You're like, I don't know what you're doing. I'm coming.
Come in my cab.
Let's go together. Yeah. Just
and
frantic.
I had met Vic for about 2 whole minutes before she told me she'd been offered Persephone. She was, can I just tell you something, Amber, please? Like, in the back of this cab, I just could tell you were stressing about something.
Yeah, I was. Yeah, you were like, you all right? I was like,
I've just had a phone call.
Yeah, I just had a phone call because I was on the train going on the way to Manchester to do the Nine the musical to meet you and everyone else. And then I just got this offer just saying, are you interested in playing Persephone in Hadestown? I was like, where the hell did this come from? Did I audition for it? I didn't audition for it. But I had, and it was like 2.5 years before.
Yeah.
So I was on file. I was in the archives, which was nice that they cared to look at my video again 2.5 years later. And they offered me the job, but it just meant that I've only had a week to prepare.
Yeah.
So I found out on the Monday, and then I started rehearsals the following Monday, which was absolute manic chaos. So when I saw you, I was like,
you needed to tell me.
Yeah,
you needed to tell someone.
I needed to tell someone fast, and you were there.
Yeah. And it
I
was
like,
me.
Amber, listen, this is what's happened.
Even though you're playing her now, I'm still going to take that secret to my grave.
I know. I was like,
don't tell anyone.
You're not allowed to tell anyone.
I was like, I won't. I literally promise.
I've only told my mum.
My husband doesn't even know yet.
He doesn't even know yet. He didn't know at that point.
Are you loving it?
I'm loving it. It's beautiful. It's a really, really beautiful piece. For those who haven't seen it, it's just a gorgeous story drawing on from, these lovely Greek myths. And it's focusing on Eurydice and Orpheus and Persephone and Hades and those relationship duos and dynamics. And it's just such a beautiful tale.
Yeah.
Which is, I hadn't really realized how wonderful it is until I opened the show on March 11th, where I saw the audience's reaction. And for me, that was the biggest eye-opener, to see everyone from every walk of life, every generation, be it in their teens to OAPs, and just to see the profound effect that it has on them. And then that's when I realized, oh my gosh, I'm involved in something really special.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'd be brilliant in it. You'd be brilliant in it.
Really?
Yeah.
As who?
You could do Persephone or Eurydice. You could do both.
Really?
Yeah. I was just looking at you there. I was like, you'd be amazing in this show.
Oh, thank you so much.
Bringing the whimsical joy.
Have you got any quirky pre-show rituals for this particular role?
No. I'm not one of those people that kind of get superstitious over things. I have before.
Okay.
But I've really kind of eradicated and got rid of all of that because I feel that it can be quite damaging, and you've got to be really, really, really careful what you put into your show and how you build your day.
Yeah.
And because building too many layers can be detrimental to what you do out there.
Wow.
Superstition is super dangerous because as actors, we're naturally superstitious anyway.
Yeah.
So we're always going to naturally have that in us. But once we build layers of like, okay, I must do this at this point now. I must do this at this. If those things aren't there when you tend to do them, that's when all can hit the fan. And you've got to be mega, mega careful. So
Yeah.
I've made it my job to not have any of those.
No.
And just kind of just turn up and just see what happens.
Yeah.
And I do that with everything. Every job I do, I just like turn up, see what happens. Because I feel different every day. And my show
Yeah.
will be different every day. And also, you know, you've got to remember acting is reacting. So you just have to just stand there and react. But I do have a cup of tea with my friends. I love it. We have a little tea club.
Do you?
Yeah.
So you have a
Dylan
cup
Wood,
of tea before the show?
Yeah, Dylan Wood and Melanie Bright. And we just sit there and drink tea or coffee and we just put the world to right.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah. I love them.
I think that's a nice enough ritual in itself.
And that's what it is, Amber.
Yeah, it's chill.
Otherwise, it's just too many layers on my life and I don't need those layers. You know me. I don't need those extra layers, babe. Babe, and a hot meal.
And a hot meal.
And a poo.
Always.
But I don't poo because I don't do that.
Oh my gosh.
Some of us don't poo.
Now, Victoria and I have something in common. We're not just legends.
No, what else?
We're both trained at Urdang.
Oh my gosh, yes! You did! But I'm old Urdang, you're new Urdang.
You were Covent Garden.
I'm not much older than you.
You know, online it actually says Covent Garden Urdang.
Yes, old school, little pool school, little shack.
Also, the Central School of Ballet.
Yes, darling, it's where it all started. It's where it all started for me, darling. I was going to be a ballet star.
I said, pardon?
Yes, you better believe it. Look at that point.
You have got an absolute stunning
Okay,
point.
I've got to be careful, I will get cramps eventually. I haven't used it for a long time. Ooh, can feel it already.
You are a serious triple threat.
gosh,
oh,
am
God.
Oh.
And that is, I think, you're mixed between your Urdang training and your Central, and of course your whole career has led you to this moment. But why Urdang?
Urdang, I was there when she was alive. God bless her soul.
Oh.
She was a great woman. And she,
Wait, is that Solange's mum?
yeah, Solange's mum. Yeah.
I thought you meant Solange. I was like,
No.
she's definitely still alive.
No, it
Solange's mum.
Yes, Leonie Urdang. Leonie Urdang. You heard her before you saw her coming down the hallway. She'd tot, where Little Kitten Hills. She's a very powerful woman and strong-willed, strong-minded woman, stubborn as anything, but she gave kids opportunities and she gave them a chance. And she was a very good woman in that way. So I have her to thank, really, for putting me in that situation of getting a scholarship and being able to go to one of her schools. Well, not one of her schools. I mean, she's got various ones now. The school of that time. It was a great experience for me. I was there back in the day. It used to be a lower school. So it was a primary school and then a high school college.
What?
Yeah. So in all, I was like there for 6 years. Whereas now it's just the college.
Yeah.
So I was like rocking up to Covent Garden with my uniform, my little kilt. It was like little kilt and very awkward yellow shirt that we had to wear with like a blue little V-neck, you know, the V-neck thing, and jumper. And yeah, so I was there for 6 years.
Bred?
In London.
Okay.
Yeah.
That
I'm
makes
a true
sense.
Londoner, darling, through and through, and that's why I no longer live in London. I feel like all the
You're out
Londoners
now, aren't you?
get out. Yeah,
Yeah.
they get the hell out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can I just say, I'm just going to read you some of Victoria's career. It, like, to me, if you are a female working in this industry, you've pretty much hit every single role, haven't you?
I've been lucky. It's gone very well. Not always though.
Yeah.
It's been tough, and I think people go, oh, you're never out of work. You're never out of work. And I was like, I have been out of work. I've been very much out of work, and going through the motions and waiting and getting in a rut and getting miserable and thinking, oh, that's it now. I can't do this anymore.
Yeah.
I'm going to become a vet. I'm going to go and train to be a vet.
Why a vet?
I worked in London Zoo for 4 years.
Did you?
So a lot of people don't know that about me. And it was something that, they were training me up to be a young junior zookeeper. So I was rocking Regent's Park Zoo, darling. I'm telling you now. I was there. All the animals knew me by name. They all knew me by name, babes. I'm telling you now. The penguins were my best friend.
And then next thing you know, you're hitting the stage.
And then what happened was, it was just this industry was just taking over all of my time, and then I had less time to be with those animals at the zoo, and so I had to give it up, which was very sad. So that's why I vet.
May I ask, before we go deep into your career, when did you know you wanted to do this?
honestly, I really don't think I was much good at anything else. It's one of those things. I was terrible in school because I have severe ADHD. So I couldn't tune in and concentrate on anything in the classroom. Then obviously, the reports, would come back home and they were like, oh, poor Victoria, we do feel for her. She won't sit down. She won't learn. We are concerned about her. Maybe this is something that needs to be investigated. Is she possibly dyslexic? I wasn't dyslexic. But back in those days, ADHD was seen as like a problem for boys. It wasn't seen. Yeah,
really?
So they call it the lost girls because it was only like since the 90s, girls were recognized as being ADHD, but it was all in here as opposed to physicalized most of the time.
Okay.
So that was me, really. I mean, now I totally have a bit of both. It's all in here and it's all here, and so they're called the lost girls, that they were undiagnosed girls, and it's like super, super, super sad. So I was terrible in school because nothing caught my attention. And that's when they said, have you thought about putting your daughter into singing and dancing classes? And my parents were like, well, she goes to the local ballet school. So we're doing that. And they were like, she needs more. So whatever you're doing, like triple
Double
it.
it.
Yeah, quadruple it, do like loads more.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad they did. I mean, my parents, my gosh, they were so concerned about me because no one could get me to sit down and tune in and focus. And they really worked hard in trying to get stimulus into me in other ways. And that is purely why I'm doing this today. It's totally down to my parents just trying to sort my head out.
They didn't do a good job.
No, I know. They gave me a career in it, darling. So it all worked out.
Yeah, it all worked out, and thank God they did that.
Yeah.
Because we were graced with the Victoria Hamilton-Barritt.
I'd have been shoveling poo in
the
Regent's
zoo.
Park Zoo. Mind you, it did make me very happy, but I stank. Oh gosh, I'd stink.
Really?
And I'd stink the following day because it'd get into your pores. No matter how much you scrubbed, it was there.
What,
It was
giraffe
embedded.
shit? Giraffe shit.
No, I wasn't allowed to do the giraffes. They were too big. They didn't trust me with them. But like the pigs and the reindeers at Christmas and the donkeys. The donkeys were great.
Donkeys.
Take the kids out on donkey rides and stuff like that. Spiders and stuff. It's fun.
Maybe, I don't think that door's closed for you,
I
the
don't
way you
think
talk
it
about
is.
it.
I know. Do you see? I could just talk about it.
Yeah.
I could really go there. Yeah.
Okay, are you ready? First professional job at What a Night
Yes.
as Kat.
Yeah. She was a fun one. Yeah.
That was a tour, right?
That was, what was that? A UK tour and then ending up in Monte Carlo.
Oh!
I know.
As your
Zhuzhi.
first gig?
As my first gig.
Okay.
And I was like, I've arrived. We were at Jimmy's Sporting Club and it was like a really like great like posh do, all the Lamborghinis would pull up to watch the shows at night and you were like, this is it for me.
Yeah.
I've arrived. Super. And they had the disco floor as well. So we had to perform on the disco floor, which sounds better than it actually was because we'd be, slipping everywhere. But a disco floor, it was like being in Saturday Night Fever. It was just amazing. But yeah, as a first gig to go in as like supporting female lead, I was like, this was great.
Yeah.
It was
How old were
fortunate.
you?
I was 18. Yeah.
Oh, you really were a bat, weren't you, when you started?
I was. And now I'm 43 and thriving.
You then went on to do Saturday Night Fever.
Yes.
You came back to Saturday Night Fever, didn't you?
I did. So I went on to Saturday Night Fever. I was playing Connie. Yeah, that was it. Thank you for remembering. I can't remember these people. It was Connie. So she was like a featured ensemble part, big heavy dance track. And I loved it. And then I went off and did something else. I think, was it Mamma Mia?
Yeah, you did Mamma Mia.
I
Then
went and did Mamma Mia in town. When
First
it was
cover
back at the
Lisa.
Prince Edward, yeah. And then I left and then I went back to Saturday Night Fever as the lead.
As the lead.
So Stephanie Mungano. Yeah. And I did that and that was a UK tour.
Was Saturday Night Fever the first initial thing that put you on the map? Or was it Flashdance?
I think, it did.
Because you remember Zizi said... Zizi Stralin said something to you in 9 and she said, I remember you when I was little.
Yeah.
You were on a
I don't
poster
remember. Yeah.
for something.
I'm trying to think what that might have been. It probably was Flashdance. I think Flashdance got more eyes on me because it was about this one particular girl, Alex Owens. The show is strictly around her. And I was that girl, and it was the world premiere, and everyone remembered the film, you know, which was really big and popular in the 80s. So then suddenly the musical had come, and it was like a really big deal. We did a tour, and then it went into the West End.
Piccadilly.
And
Theatre.
at the Piccadilly Theatre. And yes, I guess it did really put me on the map.
That was it.
It was. I mean, it was wild. But then this industry has a wonderful way of humbling you. So you have... And let me explain. You go into the Waldorf Hotel because it's press night and it's a glamorous affair and all these celebrities are there and it's beautiful. You're wearing outfits and everyone's got their looks going on and the media are there and blah, 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 blah. And it's a glamorous affair. I walked in, it was a 15-foot ice sculpture of me.
What?
In the Waldorf Hotel. So this is what I mean. You're like, wow, this is it, you know? And you're like, there's an ice me in the middle of this ballroom. It's like 15 feet high. It was insane. It was absolutely well and truly wild. And then you proceed to do the show, and 6 months later, you are back at the Waldorf Hotel in that same spot where your 15-foot ice sculpture was, serving canapes to the rich and famous.
Really?
Yeah. And that's why I'm like, this industry will always forever surprise you.
Yeah.
And you really have to understand that this is how it works. And are you fit and enough to kind of be able to take that on? And almost,
it's a mental challenge.
It's a mental challenge. And you have to flip it and make it your superpower that you can hack it. It has to be like water off a duck's back, everything in this life. Like, you know, it's just... you feel the knocks of it, and it's brutal, and that was absolutely brutal.
Especially when you've just had a big high. It'll feel like an even worse low after they've took you that high.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh, yeah.
But it is. This industry is like that.
It is.
Every time you stop, you feel like you're stopping forever.
Yeah, I mean, 1 minute is absolutely incredible, and it's amazing, and you're doing a dream show, and you're doing, you know, you're getting recognized in the street and blah, 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 you're doing all these things and la, 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 and then the next you are back serving canapes and you're...
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with that, but this is just how the industry works. I remember I love catering, by the way, so this is why I'm using this, and this did actually happen. That did happen with the Waldorf Hotel. I did not make that up. That was 100% true. But what I used to do, and I don't do it now, and I'll tell you why. I used to love catering. I love the drama in the kitchens. I love going out frantically, serving people their meals. I love eating the meals that don't get eaten. Do you know what I mean? I just love the catering world, and it's probably something that I would have been involved in, possibly, if I wasn't in the zoo, or if I wasn't doing this, maybe I'd be like having a catering company. Okay. But I would start getting recognized at these events. So you'd be at the Science Museum, and then they'd be like, hey, you're so-and-so from Flashdance, blah, blah, blah. And then you end up writing your signature on napkins. Then you get in trouble because your boss is like, what are you doing? Why are you writing on the napkins? What's happening? But you don't want to say to him why you're doing that, because it's embarrassing.
My gosh.
It's embarrassing, and then they no longer call you in on the jobs because you're the girl that was writing her phone number or whatever on napkins. That's how they see it in their eyes.
Wow.
Yeah, but really, you're just like writing signatures.
Your signature.
You know, yes.
You're working these
for random people. And they're like, why are you giving out all your phone number? I'm like, well, I'm not giving my phone number, but I didn't want to say what it was because it's embarrassing.
Oh my gosh, you should have.
I know. Well, I should have, because it cost me my job. They never called me again.
You also played Karen in Fame.
Yeah.
You've done some serious heavy dance shows, haven't you?
I have. I think I spent the first part of my career doing heavy dance-based shows. So
are you predominantly, you would say you were first predominantly a dancer?
Yeah. I mean, I started dancing from the age of 4 years old. My mum was a dancer. She wanted that for me, but she didn't have the opportunities like I had.
Yeah.
She just didn't. It was a different time, you know. And she made sure that she got me to the right, appropriate, suitable dance schools like Central School of Ballet, Urdang, and she made that happen for me. She didn't have that for her. So dancing was very much her dream. I always told her I wanted to be an actress. I wanted to be a singer. It was acting, really. I wanted to be an actor. I found my voice when I was 14 years old. And I remember the moment. I remember where I was. I remember the teacher, you know, Helen Roy, God bless her. I remember the moment. I remember the song. And then I was like, oh, gosh, I can sing.
Bloody sing.
The girl can sing.
What were you singing?
what was I singing? Come on along and listen to the lullaby of Broadway. Whatever.
That Vicky HB tone. You just got such a unique tone.
Thanks, babe.
Thank
Lullaby of Broadway. But I remember it all, and I remember that is why I wanted to sing and act more than anything. Dancing was something that I could just do very well. And I did it because I was told to do things, and so I did it. Probably goes back from the ADHD of like, keep your daughter busy.
Yeah.
I never really felt like dancing was in my heart.
Okay.
Like a lot of dancers, when you look at Zizi, for example.
Yeah.
You see that and Summer Strallen, you see them, they have to do it.
Yeah.
They have to do it. That's why they're so flipping good at it.
Yeah.
Because if they don't do it, they'll die.
Yeah.
You can spot a dancer who has to do it.
Yeah.
To a dancer who is just doing
Naturally.
it. Naturally. And don't get me wrong, I do enjoy it sometimes, but just not all the times. But not all the time. But a gritty scene, I am invested, I'm involved. And that was the difference between me and my mum. But of course, I accumulated this great skill, which served me really well in musical theatre.
Yeah.
But unfortunately,
it really did suit me
yeah,
well.
no, it did. It suited me well. So I did a lot of heavy dance shows.
Do you know, sorry, I'm just looking at you now and I just taken me back to 9 rehearsals when you and Ramin were doing those scenes together, and it was just like, for me, it was like, heaven.
It was lovely, wasn't it?
Oof, you two
I wanted
together.
to do a concert of that.
What?
I said to Ramin, I was like, we have to do 9 at
What, in London?
the Drury Lane, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Or the Palladium. Just
I've never done the Palladium.
Exactly, well, there you go. We'll speak to him. We were like, this is what's happening in 26. We're going to do a one-off performance of 9.
Okay.
Okay?
Okay, I'm there.
So you butcher him,
I'm
butcher him
AV.
too.
Anita, West Side Story.
Yes, that was wild. So Pippa Raelian flew me out to New York to audition for Anita and West Side Story. They were struggling to cast it. And I know, wild. They were struggling to cast it for whatever reason. And so
They called...
Pippa flew me out. And she flew me out with 2 others as well. I ended up bagging the job. And that was absolutely wild. That was a wild experience.
On Broadway?
Well, they asked me to do Broadway, but I didn't do it in the end. I chose not to do it. Can you believe that?
Wow.
I had my reasons. But I did a world tour. The truth comes out today.
World tour?
Yeah, I did a world tour. So it was like Thailand, Japan. It was like incredible places. And I made some lovely friends for life on that job. And yeah, that was wild. And I was only young. I must have been 21. I was 21, I think, when I did that.
Flipping out.
Yeah, it was super special.
You're not right. Your career has been mental.
It's been a funny one. Imagine turning down Broadway because it didn't feel right.
Did it just not feel right in your heart?
At that time, it just didn't feel right in my heart. No. And I'd met Rory at that point as well.
Okay.
I'd met Rory. Can you believe that? But no regrets.
No regrets. You got 2 bubbas now.
Yeah, I got 2 bubbas. I was just like, yeah, I'm not feeling it, you guys.
That's fine.
I'm going to sit this one out, yeah?
Might go back to the zoo, yeah?
Can you imagine them might go back to them zoos? Yeah, that's right.
Greece in Rizzo in Greece.
Yeah.
A classic.
That
You had
was
to
lovely.
tick that off.
I know, I had to. That was super special.
Yeah.
That was really lovely. I did it with my best friend as well, Noel Sullivan. So he played Danny Zuko. So we did it together. And that was a really lovely, sweet job. And yeah.
Am I bringing up like your life, memory lane? Am I?
I am, yeah. But you know what? I forget so much.
I know. That's why I'm glad we're doing this.
I do. I forget. And people say, how many West End shows have you done? And I'm like, maybe 3. And they're like, no, you've done something like 15. And I'm like, oh, God. Because I do.
3.
I forget. You know, it's, yeah, it's weird. That's when you know you've been doing it for a while, when everything rolls into
one contract.
You're like, oh, gosh, yeah. But no, I've been really, really fortunate. I've been super, super lucky.
You did Gypsy.
That was, see, talking about life-changing experiences, that's when people saw me, I think, was when I did Gypsy.
Played Louise.
Especially, yeah, I think also giving the opportunity to kind of just do something that was not typical of me.
Yeah, that was a shift, wasn't it?
It was because I was always being employed to play these like feisty kind of, gutsy kind of female sassy characters. And then, Louise, Gypsy, she starts off very, very small. She's like, the she's not the favorite, you know. It's her sister that's the favorite. She lives in her shadow, and she's like this vulnerable young person that's suffering, you know. She's clearly suffering, and then she blossoms and turns into this tyrant because she just can no longer take her mother, you know, her overbearing mum. And that, I think, gave me a fantastic opportunity to show people my versatility.
Yeah.
So I'm very, very thankful to this day to Paul Kerrison, who was at the Curve at that time, in casting me in that. That was a very special show for me. And I remember they wanted us to go to the Old Vic to pass this 8-week window at the Old Vic, and Sondheim put a stop to it because he wanted to do it with Imelda Staunton 2 years later. Yeah.
At the Savoy.
Yeah. No, at the Savoy, yes.
Yeah, it was at the
Savoy,
Savoy.
but it started off at the thingy. What was it? Was it the Crucible? No.
Yeah,
no, the Chichester.
Yeah.
At Chichester, it was there.
And then they
they
over there,
got a
didn't they?
transfer. And that was heartbreaking for the cast because we were like, no. It was Kevin Spacey. He loved the production and he wanted it to go to the Old Vic.
The Old Vic.
And we were like, brilliant, this is fantastic. Just to serve a little window, 2-month window or something. And then
And it
it
was
was
stopped.
like, take it. Yeah, but that's how it works. That's
Yeah.
the industry.
There we
And
go.
Sondheim had plans. You know, you can't be offended. is what it
You
is.
also played Diana in Chorus Line.
Yes, Deanna Morales now. Yeah, that was a crazy show because it's a very hard show to do because it's too relatable to our lives.
Yeah.
And you're auditioning, and no one likes auditioning. If they do, I mean, gosh, something
Get a
wrong with
grip.
you. Get a grip, you crazy lunatic. And that's what a chorus line is. It's everything that you don't want to do. It's the unfavorable thing in this industry, in this job that we love to do.
Yeah.
It was a very, very hard guttural piece to do. I love the rehearsal process with the creatives, but when they left, I was like, oh gosh, we felt so vulnerable. Yeah, it was hard. And still, when you speak to people today about that job, they'll be like, gosh, wasn't that hard to do every night?
Every night.
Yeah, especially when you wake up, you've got a bad hair day, you know. And you have to go through that process every day. It's a very emotional piece.
Yeah. In the Heights.
In the Heights, that's the sole piece of my life. That's the sole show of my entire life. Really, really super special. Again, another brilliant bunch of people. And we made magic, you know, in this little theatre, the Southwark Playhouse. And then we got our transfer, but not all of us got to do it. We got, had another new cast, which again was beautiful as well. And I went back pregnant that time at the King's Cross.
I saw you in it.
Did you see that?
I was in second year.
Oh my gosh,
Or first year.
It's a special show.
It was amazing.
I'd love to do it again. I don't know if they would do that again, with casting and everything now and how it works, and you've got to be careful. But wow, what a show, what a piece that was.
And you did it pregnant?
Life. I was pregnant, yeah. I got to 8 months pregnant on that one. And then I started seeing stars on stage. I was like, I gotta go. I got to go.
What other shows have you done pregnant?
Hang on. What else have I done? Oh, no, I've done like concerts pregnant with my second. Did I? What did I do? Oh, no, I didn't. I did Westend Ladies tour with Kerry Ellis, Louise Dearman. And yes, so I went on tour and Hayley Flatley. We did Lindsay Flatley. Sorry, my gosh, I'm getting everyone's names confused. And that was a tour. That was like going to Ireland, going to Manchester, Birmingham. Yeah.
And you were pregnant?
Slogging that. Yeah, with my second. Yeah. Just getting things done.
You're
like
a
you
superwoman.
do.
You're a superwoman. We have 5 minutes left until I'm going to ask you questions for our Patreon, which is by our lovely listeners. So Can we just talk about, you know what I'm going to say?
No.
Bad Cinderella.
Oh, yeah.
I saw you playing the stepmother,
Yeah.
and my holy guacamole,
Yeah.
you were effing phenomenal.
Thank you. Thanks, darling.
You got your Olivier nom.
I got my Olivier nom.
You also got an Olivier nom for Murder Ballad
Yes,
as
with
the
Ramin.
narrator. Yeah.
Ramin Karen face.
2 Olivier Award noms.
Yeah.
Do you register that?
Yeah, I do. I didn't to begin with. I think with Murder Ballad, I was a bit like, oh, this is a bit embarrassing. I don't know why. I'm good at celebrating myself now.
Yeah.
Whereas before I wasn't. And that's the difference, I think, being the age that I am with my person, my character of how I am. I'm brilliant at celebrating myself now. And I'm really, really proud of that. Whereas now if I get nominated, I go, yes, I've been nominated. I'm doing this, you know, and good on me.
But it would have been back in the day, this is embarrassing.
Yeah.
I
so
think you're the only person in the world that would have that reaction.
Yeah.
And I'm so glad that it's changed. You flipped the coin on that.
Well,
you deserve it.
No, exactly. You know, I was like, no, I've worked flipping hard and it's okay. People didn't know I was Olivier nominated before Bad Cinderella, because I didn't put it on my, you know, like on my Instagram handle and everything like that. They're like, why don't you put that you are? And I was like, that's a bit embarrassing. Why would I do that? Why would I say that I've been Olivier nominated? And they're like, you have to do that on your Twitter or your Instagram or whatever. I was like, no. And the only time I did was when I got second time Olivier nominated. So that was, 22 or 21?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, so then people...
And then they were like, oh, she has been Olivier nominated before. You know, because I didn't dare put it on my handle. No. Oh, no.
How can you... Also, you guys were up for a Grammy Award for Best Musical Theatre Album.
Yeah.
Mental.
I know, it was a busy year. It was a very busy year. You know, it was... I'd worked on Bad Cinderella, or Cinderella.
Since the workshop.
Yeah, the workshops. With Carrie Hope Fletcher and various others. And then me and Carrie Hope Fletcher, we stayed with the piece. Overall, I think we nearly worked on the piece prior to it coming into town. Also, remember, it was COVID cancelled as well, so it kept on getting put back. In total, it must have been like 3 years until we got it on the stage. So me and Carrie, you know, we put a lot of time into that, working with Emerald Fennell and working with Andrew on the music and the book. It was a super, super, super busy time. But,
how would you describe that experience?
It was a very tough experience. It wasn't, it could have been the best moment of my life, and unfortunately it wasn't. We'd just come out of COVID. Emotions were still high from every angle, and things clearly obviously weren't settled in that building, and it was a tough year. But I agreed to stay on for another year because I put so much work into Stepmom.
Yes.
I put so much work, and to this day, I think she's still my proudest achievement really in character building. I worked my butt off for it, and I loved the results I got with it, and people really enjoyed the character. They enjoyed what I had to do. I had so many cameo requests just as a stepmother, which I used to love doing for people. Like it was an impactful character. People enjoyed her. I enjoyed her. She was a lot of fun. But unfortunately, it just wasn't the most easygoing year. And there was a lot to blame, I think, for that. We'd just come out of COVID, and it was an unsettled environment.
It was for the whole industry.
For the whole industry as a whole. Yeah. It was tough.
But we're back and we're better.
We're back and we're better.
You can see Vicky B in Hadestown right now. So book your ticket.
Yeah, I'm doing Hadestown until September the 14th. Yeah. I'm loving my life till then. Yeah.
And then you can have a break.
I got something else going on. And I thought I spoke to you about it, but I can't talk about it.
Okay then. Well, we are going to be answering some of your Patreon questions next. Bye.